everybody, welcome back to the channel again. And you know, it was a little difficult to get this thing home the other day, and I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you didn't, stop right now, go back, check it out, the day that I came home and seen the car in the driveway. I think the kids at the school did an amazing job on this, and I can't say not a bad thing about it at all whatsoever. So this isn't the original hood. This hood is from a, oh, what does it say there? This is from a 90 Camaro, and it's got the hood blisters on it, which I'm sure you've seen in other pictures and stuff. Which, by the way, I'm going to check to see how I did on this. There's a little adjusting I had to do. That actually looks really good. But if you notice, there's no hood catch on here, and I did the most bonehead thing in the world. Is I got rid of the other hood when I got this one, and didn't think to get the striker off of it or the catch. So the whole time that the car was gone, getting body and paint done, I found these on the internet, and I was like, man, that's even better than having, you know, the old school hood pins. And you want to see that it's carbon fiber on there, and this, so it's got a key and lock on it. So when you pop that comes up. So when you close the hood, this would come down on it, and it catches, and it's stuck. And I'm like, man, there's all kinds of threaded room there for adjustment. So I really thought this would be great. And I bet you guys are thinking, man, you're crazy for cutting into a new hood. But man, I'm telling you, I think these are gonna look really good on there. And I'm gonna put them on right now, and we're gonna blast this out real quick. I got a lot of detailing to do under here, as you can see. There's still Bondo or glazing putty, whatever, everywhere you can see on here. There's a lot of cleaning and detailing to go, but there's also a lot of pieces and parts. I turned the car in too late. That's a lot of what the problem was. They didn't get this car at the beginning of the school year, and then would come with other things that were going on. The school was shut down, so, you know, there's a lot of time, a lot of things they had to get messed. But I didn't mind, because, hey, we got a YouTube channel. We're going to show people how to do this stuff. So there's some alignment I did just before I started this video with these bolts here, and pulled it away. As you can see, I don't know if you see that back there, but I was getting a little rub spot back there and back over there in this corner here. So I basically loosened up all those fender bolts there. And what I like to do is I'll use a thick piece of cardboard, stick the cardboard in there with the bolts like just a little loose, snug, and then when you close it, it'll give you that nice perfect fitment all the way. Lift the hood back up, tighten your bolts down, and that's what I was just checking. But let's get to putting these hoods on. Man, I talked to one of the guys at the auto parts store, Alex. Thank you, Alex at AutoZone. Says I talk too much, so let's get to work. Let's get to it. Let's get these hood latches on. I got two of them. We got one going on each side. All right, so the first thing I did is I drilled a hole here and here. I don't have any specific measurements. I just kind of went like where I want them to be. So what I did notice is this eyelet, this screw here, this adjustment screw for your high beam, I just kind of went with that as my marking, and then went right for center on both sides. So I drilled the holes. And what we're trying to accomplish here is to get these mounted in place. Get these mounted in place, bring the hood down just enough to give us a little indentation through the hood, so we know exactly where we're drilling from the top down. All right, so I drilled my spot, got those mounted. They're even with one another. And I got a spot on the hood. I already made my little indentation, kind of jumped ahead of you guys. See that little dent right there? That's exactly where that's coming through at. And what I did is I took the catch, I set it on there and traced the base of it. So now I'm gonna cut that out there. This right here. I got it lined up there. You can see how I traced it there. Will it stay in one spot? And then traced it on that side. It's traced all the way around. And you can see it's got these spots for 6 screws to hold it down. So we're putting it just like that. It's even. Man, that's gonna look sharp. I'm telling you, that's gonna be sharp. All right, let's get that cut out and mounted in there. Okay, so like I was saying, I set that down there. I lined up this slot here with where it made an indentation in the hood, like here. I lined that up and made sure that it's pointing, the center of this is pointing at that same screw on the headlight, you know, or in the direction or angle or however you want to put them on. Hell, if you wanted to, you could put them on like this. You know, it's just up to you. So I got it set up like that, right in the middle of where that comes through. And then I used just a simple black magic marker and traced all the way around and cut it out. And you can see I still actually even made it a little tight. So the only thing bad that I was just now thinking about that this didn't come with is there's no like a rubber seal or gasket. So I think I'm gonna go run to the parts store and I'll get like a sheet of rubber gasket maker. They have like sheets that you can buy, like a sheet of paper, 8x11 or whatever. And I will just trace this out, the outer edge and the inner edge, and then I'll put that on there. That way it doesn't chip the paint from bouncing around or anything like that.
How you doing?
Oh, hey Rich, how you doing?
Was there a 57 Chevy sitting here before?
Oh, take a look that way.
There it is. Where did that come from?
That's his father left it to him.
Wow.
Awareness and all that.
She had that in, when did she first come down with it? In November?
It's been at least 10 years, right? Somewhere in there?
Yeah, she had it in, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Do you think that's cool that you're into the whole breast cancer thing?
No, I
with
said
the
my
X
wife
and the
died
bones?
from that stuff. She was diagnosed, as long as that can hold up to it.
Since I got into doing these LS swaps, and
Yeah.
I've done, 3 of them now.
Yeah.
Ever since I've gotten into these, I get more and more every time. They got all kinds of stuff that you can do with these things.
I'd like to have it be computerized and fuel injected, because this thing's only got like a single barrel carburetor on
yeah.
it. And it goes from like 0 to 60 in about 4.5 hours. But
Sounds like the original H1 Hummer.
yeah, but I'd like to, get something to get the fuel injection and all that. But it's down the road a couple months. It's nothing that's going to happen right now.
Oh no, I'll start looking right now for you, and I'll come knocking on the door. And
Looking at this once, but like I said, this is
we'll have some
probably
fun
by
with
the
it.
fall. By the time we get to
We'll
it,
have some fun with it, and I get to record some videos for my
there you
YouTube
go.
channel.
Yeah, you could do that. I'll let you get going.
All right, thank you, Rich.
Okay.
Good seeing you again.
If you need anything, you know where I live. Just
Yes,
knock on
sir.
the side door. Okay.
All right, so we got this one, still a little snug. I need to open it just a little bit. And this one too, very, very snug. And the bottom is very nice. It looks like we're tight at the top. So I'm gonna take the marker. I can see there I got about a 1/16 of an inch to go. So I'll open that up a little bit, and then we'll be right back and have these bolted in. It came with like these little screws, but I don't trust to use those. I'm actually gonna use these cool little like Allen key head nut and bolt combinations and have that pull down nice and neat. And that you'll see right. All right, so we got it done. We got the left side, right side. Look how nice and flush that is. And just like I said, I was going to use the flush mount Allen key instead of the Phillips screwdriver screws that came with it. So basically how this goes is, this one's a little stiff, but, oh, there it goes. You pull that back like so. And if you're, yeah, I think you're seeing that on camera. You pull that back, it comes out of that pin. And if you come to this side, same thing. Pull back on that. Yeah, this one's a little stiff. Ugh, very new. But you pull that out of there. I lowered these down to the right height. But like I said, I just kind of eyeballed it, really, to be honest with you. But this here, I just went straight back with that, and that's what I aimed for on that. Same thing with on this one. Just kind of went right in line with that screw right there and pointed right at it, and that's where I wanted them on the hood. That closes down, and then here's the cool thing. They got keys. Now you can, there you go. Oops. Same thing. Locked. You can't open those. It's locked down. I like that. Comes with a key and lock. These are carbon fiber. See? Real nice. Look, no slop. No nothing. Looks like I might be able to play with this a little bit more on this side. So there's two screws that I did. Well, I didn't show it in this video, but there's two bolts right there. Should be able to bring this side up too. Or at least put a piece of cardboard in there and lower this side down. Make it even all the way across. Because you don't want your panels like exactly touching. That's it. I did it as fast as I can. You can see I got all kinds of lights out. The sun is down. Again, it was one of those last minute things where I'm like, you know what? I think I can blast that out in a couple hours and stuff like that. So you probably got a better way to do it than I did, but I enjoyed the way that I do things. I like to figure them out on my own. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Man, we're almost to 250, I believe. Or by the time this is posted, maybe we'll be over 250 subscribers. We're slowly climbing the ladder, but we're gonna get there. And there's a lot more to do. You can see we got a ton of interior stuff inside the car to do. There's just so much to do in this car. We still got another passenger seat to put in. I think Kathy was who's holding the camera right now, or the phone. We're not doing back seats. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and we're going to set it up. We have our children, 2 dogs, and I'm going to set up a dog, like a doggy bench back there with cushions for them to lay in. And I'm actually going to make it to where with that harness bar that we have on there for the 4-point harnesses, I'm going to make it so that harness bar can have them held too. So that'll be really cool. That was a good idea. She liked that. I talk too much, apparently, according to Alex at AutoZone. Thank you, Alex. So we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. And here's your bonus footage. And don't be surprised if I'm wearing the same damn thing. See you next week. Later. Hey everybody, welcome to this bonus footage. And this week, so again, I know you guys are loving the 3rd Gen Camaro stuff. If you look, I already finished one. Look at the finish on that. So we got a blackout over here on the passenger side. Now we're gonna get this blackout tinted piece on the driver's side. And we're not doing anything on the inside part, but we are gonna spray that down. Where'd my towel go? Here it is. We are just gonna wipe it out. But let's show you what this side looks like. Man, is it nasty looking. Is that coming through?
Mm-mm. It's too much glare from the light.
Yeah, too much glare from the light. Here, pull this. You can kind of see in there. It ain't perfect. You can see there's some scratches. It probably looks pretty good on camera. I mean, that's it kind of looks that way to me, but anyway, here's what we're going to do for the video. I just want you to see, that one looks really good, so I'm like, well, let's do a bonus footage for, you know, another one while we got some time. So basically what I did is I got a 1500, one of these pads, you can get it AutoZone. I've got a 2000, so you spit it out. Spit it out. A little bit of soapy water on here. We're gonna go through it with the 1500 real quick. All them little surface scratches from whoever owned them before, going through the car wash, and you know, back in the 80s, they're not like the car washes aren't like they are now. They try not to let the rusty vehicles through, so that you get all these swirls and scratches. But oh, there went that pad. I'm gonna have to clean that off real good. So that's our 15. We're gonna take our soapy water. Wipe that off. And then get on that now, Cat. The camera. Can you see it now? See how it looks very dull? If you see any bright spots, which I do see some because it's not completely dry. Now, again, that might not be coming up on camera, but there's a couple of spots that you can see that are brighter, and it's not like completely flush dull all the way across. So I'm not going to recommend that you go like a crazy ton, you know, on your blacked out, you know, pieces for your taillights. But we'll spray some more soapy water on it again. Now we're going to hit it with the 2000. And what I'm going to do is I'll be right back. I'm going to go because when you do the 2000, you want to spend a little extra time than what you did on the 1500. So I just did what, like a minute there. So we're going to do like 2-3 minutes with the 2000. Okay, so we did 3 minutes with our 2000. Now we got one of these really soft pads here, again, that you can get your local auto parts store. This is 3000 grit. This will be the last one that we do, and then we'll go to the rubbing compound and polisher. And we'll spend like a total of 5-6 minutes using this one, just rubbing. All right, that's 5-6 minutes, I believe, of the 3000 grit, that pad. And if you look at that now, man, that's almost like it doesn't need to be polished. But now the next step is we've got mirror glaze ultra cut compound all the way up to number 12 McGuire's. So we're going to throw a couple of drops of this on here. Oops. All right, and then we'll get our polisher. This out of the way. Whoa! Could you, here, we're going to pause the video. I'm going to have her help me with this real quick and hold it. Woohoo! Every time I get right there. Whoa! That speed is way too high. There we go. don't need high speed all the time. Grab a nice super soft rag. Yeah, look at the shine on that. Is that coming out real nice?
Mm-mm.
What, you can see a bunch of nasty on it?
No, you just can't really see it.
Oh, you can't see it. Well, then that's not a no. We're just saying. Man, that looks great. All the little scratches and cracks that were in it, that's on the back side right there. That's just dirt or the back side. But there it is. Look at that. Man, that looks great. It even removed the rest of the emblem that was on there from wet sanding and polishing. So now it's kind of like unbadged or debadged, whatever they call it. All right, let's get this thing mounted on the car. So now we're using some Velcro, which is usually how these are put on. So you put your bottom piece on first, and it doesn't matter, because you know Velcro, you got a soft and then you got a hard surface. So you put one about there, and then you get two there, and then go back and put the side that's got that surface on it, instead of trying to figure out where it goes on here. And then you just press real good where those are at. Now let's close the trunk. Look at that. I wonder if that's any better from this angle. Man, that is sharp. I've always loved seeing third gen Camaros with their taillights blacked out. That is sweet. All right, that's it for this week's bonus footage. Hope you liked this week's bonus footage. How to polish and clean up your third gen taillight covers. Although you can do it on anything. I did the same thing for the blackout taillight covers that I have on the Corvette. I've done it on the, if you remember the old pickup truck, those were blacked out taillight covers. That's that. They're on there, they look good. That's this week's bonus footage. Hope everybody's still doing good, and things are opening up. It's time to get out there with your car, get them waxed, get them polished. We'll see you next week. Later.